Alright guys, so welcome back to Gamer Today. Today we're going to be talking about a game called Warface. Yeah, what a great way to celebrate the Christmas month with, basically talking about a shitty game that released in 2013. Yeah, they love porting old games to the PS4 and Xbox, of course. Why not? This game originally was released in October 21st, 2013 for the Windows platform, and then yet again was ported to the Xbox 360 in April 2014. And for some odd reason, the Xbox and the PS4 got it on basically 2018, which, September and October respectively. But why? And I really do want to know why. Now, this concept of a free shooter has been done before, and many times at that, and some games are really darn good. A game that's really close and basically the idea of this game is Blacklight Retribution, which is a stunning game. It's great, of course a lot of flaws, it's free to play and it's very buggy, but it's a good game, and it does the whole renting a gun system too, just like this one. Only difference is the guns are actually fun to use in that game. The guns in this game feel like, I don't even know, like a toy gone wrong. It just doesn't work, okay? It's like the gun that you shoot once and it breaks in half and shoots you in the process somehow. It blows up in your face. It's just not a fun game. When you first start playing this game, there's tons of tutorials you're going to have to go through before you can even think to play with your friends. So be ready for a lot of boring tutorials and pointless missions that you don't even want to play. And that's just to unlock the main classes. Yeah, I think there's like 5 of them or whatever. It's a lot of fucking things to do just to play this free-to-play game. And it's not even fun. Honestly, after you've done all that, there is not much to talk about. It is a very boring, broken experience. Now, there is some tryhards in this game. Try hard! The kids like to call it that, and I will admit there really are some tryhards in this game, but it is a freaking painstaking experience to play this game, and it's so brokenly boring. I mean, honestly, let's put it this way, the game looks so outdated. Even for 2013, there were so many other games with better visuals than this one. I just don't even see why they bothered with it. But again, yet again, Tryon did put, Defiance, and we all know how that turned out. Defiance wasn't well received either, but hey, let's make money off it now in the future. And I honestly don't know who's spending money on these kind of games. I mean, you could play Fortnite, which is a way better game at every single level, including the visuals. Don't get me started on the visuals again. Holy Christ. But anyway, there's tons of great games out there. Even Blacklight Retribution has a way better art style, is a way more full-fledged game, and honestly, it's its own unique experience. This game is a copycat clone, bullshit, broken game. It isn't fun. The whole game is full of glitches. From left to right, it's just nothing but glitches. And you know what they say about glitches, right? Glitches get stitches! I hear that at least, right? I don't know. Have you heard this? I have. Anyway, the whole point is this. The game is broken and very, very fugly. I mean, ugly. Really ugly. So the whole point is, why play it? I mean, the loading is annoying on its own. It takes so long to get into a game. Then once you're there, you wish you hadn't. I mean, something as simple as a door opening they can't get right. Look at this. The door goes up and down. Gotta love it, and it does that the whole game, and it can sometimes glitch you under the floor, and it's just a mess. Like, they can't even get a simple door opening, properly. That's sad. That's very sad. This game has been how old now? You think you could at least fix everything that was wrong with it when you first released it? But of course not. Why would you? Anyways, so there's got to be someone out there spending money on this game. Yeah, it's got that rental buy system for guns. Oh my god. And you do unlock now in-game currency to get that as well. But I will add, if you play this game long enough to even unlock anything, holy cow, I feel bad for you. I had to play this game for about an hour before I decided I couldn't take any more of this goddamn game. It is fucking rancid. The map and all that's kind of cool. It looks okay. It's not bad. I have to admit that's like one of the saving graces. But other than that, this game is brutal. It is massively brutal, I have to admit. And there's different modes, of course. Team Deathmatch is always a great way to test like a shooting game like this. And I don't like the Team Deathmatch in this at all. I think it's so boring. Now, there is like a story mode, if you will, and again you can play co-op with your friends or random people, etc. But it's not that great. It's like playing, if you wanted to dive back into like an old Xbox 360 knockoff game, when Call of Duty was popular and all these shooting games was being released, and you just wanted to play a story mode that was kind of like a knockoff, that would be exactly what you're getting with this game. I mean, it's like going back all the way to the Xbox 360 days and playing an old broken game. Something you could have gotten like from a rental store back in the day. Maybe a $10 $5 game, a $5 budget bin game. That's exactly how it feels, and it's pretty pointless. If you like that kind of experience, that broken, messy, wonky, shooting game that no one cares and no one knows about, then this is the game for you. I mean, there's nothing special about this game. There's tons of games that were released on the Xbox 360 that didn't really make it, but were pretty good games, and this is not one of them. Of course, it started out on the PC, don't get me started, but it looks like a 360 title. And that was because that was what the hardware was back then. But even then, have you seen a lot of Xbox 360 games versus this? Come on. There's so many better visual games, it's unbelievable. This game is so ugly, you just can't get over it. It is brutal on the eyes. It is like a PlayStation 2 game. That's how bad it might be. And I don't have anything wrong with the PS2, but that was a different fucking time. It's now 2018, going on 2019, and this game looks ugly. The only thing I can guess with all these companies releasing these old broken games that didn't do well back in the day, that no one even cared about when they were new, is probably because maybe they think everyone's going to be nostalgic for Xbox 360 games since it was so popular back then. They're like, hey, maybe if they liked the 360 back when it was, new and actually relevant, maybe they'll like it now when they can play these games, basically in the future. Maybe it'll work well. Maybe people will be so nostalgic they'll want those retro graphics because retro's on the rage. Not really. This is not retro, okay? It's not that old. It's not that impressive. Honestly, why would someone play this game? Especially, say this, you have, Black Ops 4 Call of Duty, right? Or Black Ops 3 or Black Ops anything. I don't even care. Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1. I don't even care. Go back to Call of Duty's first game. Why would you even think to play this game? There's no reason. But if you have any modern shooting game at all on any console, even a 360 or an older system, you're better off playing that than this. I'm serious. There's so many better looking games. This is just a broken, sad experience. There is so many free-to-play games that are better than this game. There's so many things wrong with this game from a fundamental level, and just how it feels and the wonkiness, the ragdoll physics that are just so old and outdated, and it's just silly. It looks like a joke. This game feels nothing like war. Feels nothing like a game of war, team versus team, fight versus fight, guns versus guns, even cops and robbers. I don't care what you want to compare it to with guns. It doesn't feel like it. It just feels like a wonky, silly display of, hey, this is how bad games could be if you really wanted to try hard to make them fucking horrible. That's how bad this is. It is fucking brutal. Everything from the wonky-ass controls, the wonky-ass, basically movement, and the, textures and the modeling of the guns, it just looks so brutal. I mean, half the time they don't even try to make anything look like the finished product. I mean, everything looks like it's just in a beta stage, like they're just testing out the game. Like, hey, this game's going to be great, but this is all we got so far. Do you think this game's worth making a fucking game out of and putting some real development time and money into? This is like something you might think to make in maybe a couple months worth time, maybe 2-3 months. And basically show it to your investors and then put out a full game. But that's not what this is. This is a full game that has had, I don't even know how many years, to get this thing right, and they couldn't do it. They didn't even try. They really didn't. And if they did try, this is the worst game I've ever played. Also, when you kill someone in this game, you barely even know that you did it. Of course you see it on screen, but you don't really get the, feedback. You don't really get, like, anything that says, hey, you killed this guy. Nothing like that. You get in the top right-hand corner of the screen, but it's so hard to read the little font in the text. Sometimes it's a pain in the ass. You can't even read it at all, so you're not even sure you got the kill, and by the time you're looking at that, someone's already killed you because you can't read it, so you're distracted, and then someone fucking blows your head off. It's a lot of fun. So if you're one of those people who likes to see, hey, like in Call of Duty, you get a kill, you get to see their name, hey, you killed him, good job, yeah, woo, points, okay. This game, nothing like that. Hey, you killed him, bullshit, no one cares, whoop-de-doo. You sure you killed him? Gotta look at that right screen, oh, and boom, you're dead. That's it. That's the game, okay? That's how this game is. It's not fun. And for some of you guys who don't have PlayStation Plus and or the Xbox Live and want to play basically a free-to-play shooting game, okay? I recommend 2 games that are way better than this game in every single way. They give you the same stuff, but way better. Try Blacklight Retribution. If you don't like that one, try America's Army's Proving Grounds. It's a great game. Honestly, the title of it's a bullshit title. I will give it that. It's a long-ass title, but it's a great game, and it's a lot of fun. Honestly, way better than this game in every single way. But anyways, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Until next time, this has been Gamer Today. Play some real fucking shooting games, not this bullshit. Buy some fucking Call of Duty Black Ops. It's a lot more fun anyway.
Ah, wait, how'd you blow me up?
Hey David, I'm following you, buddy.
I didn't even see you. I just shot over there because you said that. I didn't even see you.